Hey everyone, welcome to my latest video in which I reached 2k ELO. In this game you see that I play Ahri and I'm against an enemy Zillion at mid lane. I'm going to go ahead and skip through this opening phase since it consists of me just walking towards lane. Alright, so what we're going to do is guard our jungler because we want to make sure that the enemy team doesn't invade. And I'm going to play it safe this game, so I don't want you to invade either, even though we do have a Blitzcrank.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Now, we have a Riven jungle, which means that we're going to have really strong ganks, because that's what Riven excels at. Sort of like Lee Sin. They both have a really strong early game. Late game falls off a little bit, although Lee Sin definitely falls off harder in my opinion. Alright, so I'm going to be going up against Zillion, and Zillion is a pretty tough matchup for Ahri actually. Anybody with really high burst and really high sustain, it's a strong matchup against Ahri. Alright, so I'm going to just go ahead and leash red for Riven and head on back towards lane. Alright, so against a Zillion, what I want you to do is play fairly safe and strike when I see an opening. No matter how strong the opponent is, anybody that does get hit by a charm, it's going to take some serious damage. And if I do want to kill Zillion, my best chance would be to kill him before he reaches level 6, in which he gets his revive. Alright, so that's something that I do a lot of the times is when I see a creep and the enemy champion lined up, I typically like to go ahead and use my Q to kill both the enemy creep and hit the enemy champion for some damage. Alright, so the problem with using my Q though, when I hit multiple creeps, is that I push the lane. And pushing the lane right now is alright because work pre-6 ganks are relatively weak. But if I were this far when work was level 6 already, then I would die really fast. Because not only does work have a lot of burst, and has a lot of burst too. Alright, so a line of kill right there. Zillion did overextend there, and I was lucky enough to hit my charm. Of course, from now on it's going to get harder because as soon as Zillion, Zillion's is going to hit 6 and 2 levels, and so the chances of me landing a successful kill when he hits 6 is going to be pretty low. Work's going to come and farm mid while Zillion is gone. But what I like to do with Ahri is I like to build 2 or 3 Doran's rings, and then I like to go Relice. I typically skip Rod of Ages, as many people build Rod of Ages on Ahri. I find Relice to be much more cost efficient and effective. But if the enemy mid is a high burst champion, I do like to go Abyssal Scepter. Abyssal Scepter is typically good against really strong AP champions, such as LeBlanc. Does significantly reduce the amount of damage you take. Okay, so Zillion is being a lot more cautious now about getting hit by my skill shots. Whereas before he would still run up and try to harass me. He's going to focus his priority on dodging my skill shots. Alright, so I'm almost 6. Now I'm going to see if I can maybe get you level 6 faster than him. It's important that if I can get you level 6 faster than him, then I can probably land a kill. Alright, so that's 6, so I can just run in right now. And Zillion's gonna try to dodge my skill shots. It's really hard to dodge Ari's ult. And because I hit 6 before Zillion did, I was able to successfully land a kill. Now notice when I was in between my second and third ults, I used my auto attacks a lot, and that's something that is really important in AP mid. When you're harassing the opponent, your auto attacks really do matter a lot. So if you can get some auto attacks in between, you can make the difference between a kill and letting the opponent go. So I'm going to try to gank Lee Sin. I don't think this is going to work. I only have... Yeah, he went back. Okay. So I have Sork Shoes now. I'm going to focus more on helping out other lanes because that is what Ari is good at. Alright, so we see Zillion's going down. I'm going to go ahead and ping the bottom lane to go back. Oh man, that's a really bad fight. It's a horrible fight. Wow. If I can get... no. Okay, so... I feel that Zillion's main priority should be to farm lane, because he's more of a team-oriented spellcaster. And team-oriented spellcasters want to farm as much as they can to be really useful later on in team fights. Not to say that if you ganks, it won't be useful, but I feel like farming would be more effective for him. On the other hand, Ari has really strong ganking potential, so Ari's better off ganking. Alright, so Ari's gonna give him blue. Alright, so I have my ultimate now, but Zillion has his ultimate too, and so that's a major problem. To kill him now would be extremely difficult. Alright. But I am still going to play aggressive because I know I have the upper hand on him. Okay, so... I'm going to drop a ward right there to prevent work from coming in. Alright. So, in the game, right now, as you see, work just came from the top ward. But while I was playing the game, I didn't realize that. And getting hit by those 2 zillion bombs is extremely, extremely deadly. So now War comes in from behind, is able to ult me, and that is the end. Yeah, so that was a really bad mistake, and I'm just gonna skip through this death recap. They're all heading towards Dragon right now. That's the mistake that many players have, including me. One of the things that I can work a lot better on is map awareness and just paying attention to the map in general. And so when you see an enemy jungler passing through a ward, and when you have both points warded, but the ward doesn't pass back, that means he's probably out to gank either top or mid. So I'm gonna gank bottom now because they're so overextended, and I'm hoping Blitz can kill Janna, but apparently not. So I have to waste my ult to kill Janna. But that's okay. And anyways, having good map awareness is one of the key skills to have in League of Legends. And just having that alone will raise your ELO if you're looking to raise your ELO.
An ally has been slain. Enemy killing spree.
Alright, so Warwick is on a killing spree now, which is really bad because if Warwick gets fed, he gets really strong. Zillion's still playing really cautious. Which is fine with me because I shouldn't be playing aggressive against a level 6 Warwick anyways. Or a Warwick that has his ult's probably higher than 6 now. I'm not CSing very well in this game either. By 13 minutes, I should have at least 90 to 100 CS, even with ganks. But it is true that I got a kill, or 2 kills, so that should make up for the lost CS. Now typically by level 9 your Orb of Deception should be able to one-shot the ranged creeps. Unfortunately, the range, I have the wrong runes. I have a lot of magic resistance to deal with Zillion's heavy burst, and so that's why I can't kill the ranged creeps with 1 orb. Okay, so they obviously know that I'm here in this Zillion. Alright, so under normal circumstances I would have immediately turned back to kill Lee Sin as soon as I saw the chance. But as you can see, Lee Sin with his ult is really, just flash over. That was a good ult, or that was a good shield. Well played by Riven. And now War's gonna die too. Alright, there seems to be a lot of FPS lag. And it's probably due to my recorder.
Double kill. Ace.
Alright, so with an ace, that's really helpful for our team. Whereas before we were down on kills. Well, not down on kills, but we were pretty much tied. But now we are definitely ahead.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
Yeah, there's a lot of FPS lag. Alright, so since I'm ahead, it's okay to build realize. Whereas typically I would go and opt for Abyssal Scepter.
An enemy has been slain.
That was an amazing grab right there. Oh, Zilean managed to ult right in time. Oh. Unfortunately, Janna got there just in time to shield, and so saved Zilean. Alright, so they're all gonna go for Dragon right now. Zilean is down, and I'm also down because we both have really low health. Oh wow, that was a nice steal.
Killing spree.
Okay, so we're really ahead now. 12-6 lead. We have
Killing
turret on
spree.
them. And 2 dragons. (13-6) actually. Yeah, I'm definitely missing quite a bit of CS. Okay, so I'm actually playing aggressive here. Since I have my ult, and
Your turret has been destroyed.
I can probably do enough damage to kill Zilean even if he does have his ult now. And so I'm going to try to zone Zilean. Oh, and there's Lee Sin out of nowhere. I gotta do something really dumb here. And that right there essentially killed me right there. I definitely should not have gone back for that. I'm gonna skip this death recap.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
I forgot who I was playing against for a second. Even if I had been able to land myself on him, he would have just used his ult. So that was poorly played by me. So I'm not gonna chase him.
Rampage.
Simply because Zilean ulted Graves.
Killing Killing spree.
Alright, take two turret shots here. Right now we have immense control over the map and the entire game, for that matter.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
The whole point of Zillion is to make sure that your late game AD carry is really, really strong, as you can basically just revive him, and he makes up for his lack of damage with early burst. His two bombs do a lot of early game damage, but later on his damage falls off, and so what we would be doing is actually stacking armor, since they have a Lee Sin and they have a lot of AD damage. Warwick is kind of a mixture between AD and AP, so, well, not AP but magic damage, so stacking armor would probably be the way to go. Of course, from the looks of how this game is going, it's probably not going to last that long.
Unstoppable.
Alright, so Varus is pretty fed now. And they're all chasing down there, which is a really dumb idea. So now I can just basically chase after Graves. And there's not a thing you can do about it.
You have slain an enemy.
And that's just one of the things that players need to realize, is that this whole map awareness thing, wards, knowing where your opponents are, that's just so important. Although at this point, it doesn't really matter. We are definitely way too ahead in this game. It looks like only 7 kills, but in fact we are about 4 turrets. Yeah, we're 4 turrets ahead. No, Zillion's covering one of them. We're 3 turrets ahead, and 2 dragons up. Not to mention our Varus is fed. Alright, so I'm gonna dive in, kill this thing. Alright, so I didn't see that Varus killed Lee Sin, so I tried to go back, and that was not a good idea. Now Warwick's just gonna ult me, so I have to flash back over.
Your team has destroyed a turret.
But they do surrender at this point, seeing that we are too fed. And so, it was a good game.
Victory.
And that is the end of this commentary.